something governing it, and the regulation is how it's going to be done.
I'm sorry. So you see, the rules is just for the larger portion of the people, okay, or entire people.
Yeah.
But for the regulations for a specific group of people.
Yes.
Okay, so say that the local NUCs executives adopt a regulation, provided that no decision. Okay, so I'm walking you through the user. Okay, the user document. Okay, have you heard of that before? User
document.
Yes.
I might have.
You might have. Are you sure that you might have?
Most likely.
Okay. So, say the local NUCs executives adopt a regulation that says that no decision of user shall be binding on local NUCs unless approved by the local executive committee. Did you get that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, as the local NUCs general secretary, okay, please, are you following?
Yes, I am.
Good. As a local NUCs secretary, could you advise the executive committee by explaining the doctrine of constitutional supremacy under the user constitution?
Yes.
Okay. How would you do that?
So the user constitution, the supremacy of it, the supremacy of it says that constitution is going to be the supreme document for user. And user happen to be a block of units, right? And local units is an arm. So to some extent,
So local NUCs is what?
an arm of
It's an arm of the NUCs.
yes, of the national. Yes, so if you are going to adapt that, you are in a way diminishing the power of user on the local level, and that is not advisable.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so give me the composition of the Executive Council according to the SRC Constitution.
So we start from the SRC president, the SRC general secretary, the SRC treasurer, then we move to the local NUCs president, local NUCs secretary, local NUCs, that women's commissioner, then local NUCs treasurer, then the faculty representatives.
Also, can you explain the significance of Article 9, Clause 1b, which requires the President to deliver affairs address to the lady?
Can you
Explain the significance of Article 9, Clause 1b, which requires the President to deliver a state of the affairs address to the lady?
Yes, it is very, very important for the SRC president to address the LA on the state of the SRC so that they will know how far and how well he is doing his work that he promised the school that he's doing, and also to update the school on how on what level that the school has gotten.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Niki, I'll take you to Disability Acts and the UMaT Acts.
Okay.
I hope you are very familiar.
Yes.
Okay, under the Disability Act, this is another question. The student with hearing impairments request sign language interpretation during the test. But here's the case, the university too expensive. Under what section in the Disability Act requires us, the university to provide these sign language for the papers?
The exact section I don't think I know.
Okay, but can the university admit students with hearing impairments?
They are supposed to, because people with disabilities are not supposed to be discriminated.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The section is section 21, and here it is. It requires that the Minister of Education is to designate institutions that include sign language in their curricula. But in here, we don't have a sign language in our curriculum, do we?
We don't.
But why did you say that the school should provide, or the school should provide a sign language?
So I said that because I was emphasizing on the fact that people are going to be discriminated against that. And if they want to study at the University of Math and Technology, it's because they've seen that that is where they are going to find their wealth or how they are going to grow. So taking them to a facility that has sign language in their curriculum might not have what they are looking for. So at the end of the day, it will be a disadvantage for them. That's the stance from which I'm coming from.
Yeah, I'm not accepting that too.
No problem.
Okay. On the UMaT Act,
Okay.
the council makes a decision by consensus. Here the council is the university council. Makes a decision by consensus, but it's not clear if it's valid. You get me? The council, the university council, makes a decision but it's not clear if it's valid. What then can you as a local group secretary? In other words, what section of the UMaT Act?
Honestly, I don't know what section, but the university wants to. May I get this language?
The university council makes a decision by consensus,
Yeah.
but that decision is not clear if it's valid.
Yeah.
So what then are you to do as the local news secretary appointed me?
Yes. I believe I have a communication role, or I have a communication job to do for the students. And in the course of me communicating, I will ensure that I have so much clarity that they will understand. Suppose it's this decision, what are they going to do benefit them, or what change they bring into their academic life.
Okay. As the local news, are you present in university council meetings?
University council meetings?
Yes.
No, unless specially demanded.
No. I need to speak that. Are you
No.
to the answer you gave me? Are you?
But the answer is circumstantial. As in, maybe somebody has done something using my office or something.
The act wasn't drafted based on circumstances or circumstantial cases.
Yeah.
The local news secretariat or secretary, sorry, it shouldn't be present in university council meetings. So you have no say in this. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
We also.
Okay.
Yeah. Please, I'll be taking you through the human stages in a strong guy. So let's go through the stages.
Okay.
I read it.
I've read it.
Brilliant.
I've read it. But I have to confirm I've read it.
Did you come across misconduct?
Yes, I did. I did.
Can you define misconduct? Explain.
So misconduct is doing something contrary to what you are supposed to do in an instance.
Okay. According to the statute, Article 25, 39. Give me examples of misconduct in this school.
Misconduct in this school is smoking on campus, having alcoholic beverages and exam practice, indecent dressing, all of those.
Okay.
Yes, we don't want to fill knowledge and general knowledge.
Yes,
I have a couple of questions for you.
no problem.
After the local news, what motivated you to aspire to become the local news general secretary?
Okay. So upon analyzing situations at hand, I realized there was an office that has so much to offer, but in most instances, it is diminished because of whatsoever remote that surrounds it. So I wanted to be a point of elevation so that I want to elevate the office. In a course of elevating, that's I'm going to make sure the office is put to good use, and I have those skills. That's why I opted for that position.
Is that the only office within the local news and the SRC environment that you feel is diminished?
Yes, from my point of view.
That's the only office.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So, Mr. Thank you. So, I have a question for you. Give me the difference between a minute, a proceeding, and a report.
So a minute is an official account taken during a meeting. The next one is a proceeding.
Yes, a proceeding.
Proceedings is how the meeting is arranged, what stage, from where you move to the next. And the final one is report writing. Report writing is getting an account of an event at all.
So, what's the difference between a report and a minute?
So, minute is strictly for general meetings, formal sitting meetings. And reports can be events that happen that you witnessed or in a course of you defending somebody, you need a report for that. Yes.
Okay. And what makes an official letter legally valid or administratively valid?
With the officer's stamp or the authority in power's stamp or signature.
Okay, yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
On what council meetings can the local news secretary have a say? Join. On what council meetings can the local news secretary join?
What council meetings can the local news secretary join? Campus.
You said?
On campus.
Meetings.
All council meetings. Oh, okay. So the local news can be at Congress for News. It can also be at USAC, SRC Executive Council meetings, and other special assistants. His presence will be required.
I would be special cases.
Okay. There could be a meeting in a faculty. For example, I was a member of just or like a president will be led during that particular meeting.
We shall not. The local secretary can be present at faculty meetings.
Local news secretariat will be needed. My designates for the local news secretary to be there on his behalf.
Okay, Mr. Ojo, decision making and legislative organ of USAC.
Comrades.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Drew,
Yes, that's it.
who chairs the academic board?
Academic board. The vice president.
Thank you.
Mr. Gold,
Yes, that's it.
can you join us on the information?
Okay.
Documents presentation. Please, you have 7 minutes. 7 minutes. And your time begins now.
I am Keith Lufu and I am contesting for the local secretary as representative. I believe my roles are mostly documentation, official communication, minutes, records, institutional memory, coordination, administrative efficiency. My leadership vision is to establish a more secretariat where information is accessible, communication is effective, and reliable administrative systems to support its representation. So, my policies are laid out in a framework form. So, my first policy is the local units digital administration and documentation system, the LDAS. The student organization lose vital records because of poor documentation and weak handing over systems, leaving each new executive starting from scratch. So what do I seek to make change with this? I will use things like archive systems where we have Google Drive, Google Docs, Sheets to contain records of our years, constitution, resolutions, all official documents that needs proper. Then also, I myself will supervise that these things are kept and kept well. And what will all this amount to? It will amount to faster access to information, better transparency and accountability, professional administration standards, and easier transition from future executives. So once we are handing over, we don't need to start from scratch again. Then my next policy is the e-voice for youth, where students come in with their concerns and not only their concerns, suppose there is an implementation of campus, we'll run a survey as to whether it is very, very important, it is very, very beneficial to these students, and how is it going to go through? You make your submissions, the concern is reviewed, it is categorized to the right office, whether the SRC, the dean of students, any office that are arms reach. Yeah, then action is taken, then feedback is communicated. And how are we going to do it? We are going to run our service using Google Forms, Google Sheet dashboards, WhatsApp Business, and an email. Yeah. So how is this system going to be maintained? Because maintenance for a child is something we need to pay attention to. So there will be weekly reviews, monthly feedback reports, tracking of how the system is working. Coming into the next. Scholarship on board, the email are very successful. We are going to have them on. And how are we going to have it? We are going to have them on Google sites or even the local secretariat has a website where we are going to be updating it and other socials too. So how is this going to be of importance? You are going to know what is happening, you are not going to miss out on any opportunity, and your academic excellence is going to be assured. The Student Development and Mentorship Initiative. So with this, I'm mostly going to be centered on right. So people who want to do mentorship programs I'm going to make sure it is coordinated well. That's not always that we'll have a speaker and an audience giving you a lecture, but also you have a view of the whole thing. At the end of the day, the learnings that you are going to get from it will not be as you get from a lecture, but you have an in-person. I will make sure it is coordinated and done very well. Yes. Now, to our final one, the OOT Innovation and Ideas Forum. So here, most of the time, we have our creative ideas. We have engineering day where there's hackathons, but most students don't know how to get into these hackathons because they don't know how they are to put their ideas out there. So this hall is going to be there, then we are going to get all your ideas, submit them to the new hall, then we'll pick it up from there. So we are going to help you bring your dreams to a reality. Next. Yeah, so how is it going to be done? Because I can't do it alone.
Thank you, Mr. Kingsfield.
Mr. Oduro, could you please get closer to the laptop
Okay.
and show me page 5 of your presentation? Is this page 5 or slide 5?
This is the slide, the fifth slide.
I said the 5th page or the 5th slide. So what shows that this is the 5th slide?
Nothing shows this.
Nothing shows, but I believe that in your CV, you were telling me that you are well versed in documentation, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Kingsfield,
Yes, Justice.
to begin with, can you kindly give me the difference between an innovation and a policy?
So policy is a new principle you seek to bring on board. Innovations are creative ideas that you have. Yeah.
Okay, upon the policies and innovation
Okay.
you presented here, which of them are your policies and innovations? Because the documents I have listed them all as policies.
Yes, because I realize my office is and if I should bring most of the time very tangible, I realize it's going to either connect with what the president seeks to preach or also set me back from doing my main work, right?
Okay, so you mean to say not innovation?
I do have innovation, the innovative submission of ideas,
I don't get you. Innovative submission of ideas.
a platform to submit your ideas, your creative ideas. It's an innovation.
That is not in existence.
Anyway,
That is not in existence. We don't have this.
I've not come across them. I've not come across them.
Okay, there's a saying: the absence of is not the evidence of absence.
Yes. Yes,
Since you haven't come across them doesn't mean they are not there. So, can I cancel the innovation you state out?
Can you,
Take it out.
why not?
Thank you very much.
Okay, so Kingsley,
Yes, sir.
I said,
To establish an algorithm where information is accessible.
no, don't.
Information is accessible, communication is. I will use that. Yes. Yes, I teach. Yes, I teach.
Are you done? Okay, okay.
How are you?
Please, I'm going for you.
Yes. Can you introduce yourself?
Okay, so good evening once again. I'm the president of Kennedy Buffalo, sir. I'm an aspirant for the position of the local administrator.
Can you please?
Thank you, sir.
Hello. Hello. Mr. Kennedy, 1-4 aside, correct?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to read out the questions. Motivated engineering student with strong leadership guide, disciplined work ethic, and a growing technical foundation in engineering design and analysis. Proven ability to coordinate student initiatives, communicate across diverse groups, and take ownership of responsibilities from through execution. Eager to contribute to engineering teams while developing expertise in mining operations, computational tools, and AI-powered academic support solutions.
Yes, that's right.
So I'm going to hand over to my colleagues.
Hello, sir. Please, I'm going for that.
I like that.
Let's go.
So you said copy. Cut. Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure.
Very, very. Yeah, thank you. Mr. Kennedy, in your CV, I'm sure you've come across many CVs.
Yes, I know.
Like you most of the times, the land section is all.
So I would say the difference of the child is
No, policy into one specific section.
director.
Yes. It's not here on your CV. So is this CV that who can I call and to vote on your behalf? Okay. Thank you very much, CV.
So Mr. Kennedy, please tell about what? How about this?
So my last word is BERFOUR.
Thank you. So we move on to constitution and books, taking for the new books constitution. So my first question, can an affiliate member of books bring a civil suit against the union for alleged constitutional violations? Yes or no? When I read the question, can you pay attention? You don't have to ask. Thank you. Can an affiliate member of books bring civil suit against the union for alleged constitutional violations? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. What is the
Error is not a privilege.
what is the union slogan?
The union slogan is Aluta Continua, Victoria Etc.
What is the union for citizen?
Continua, Victoria Etc. is Portuguese. It means the struggle continues, the victory is certain.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'll take you through the Cash Collection Act and also the Essence Constitution. So my first question. Is, if the Act is silent on electronic wallets, can the Judicial Committee, Section 1, purposely to include them?
No, please.
Yeah, wrong. The answer is yes. Next question. Is a hostel or hall porter authorized to collect JCR dues on behalf of the JCR executives?
No, please. Because it will go against thank you for your question. It will go against the objective of the cash collection fund, which says no money is to be collected directly in the name of SRC or JRC dues.
Okay. So we move on to the SRC constitution. So with the SRC constitution, can you give me the three functions of a treasurer?
The three functions of the treasurer in the SRC constitution. The three functions of the treasurer in the SRC.
Look at this.
Local rules. Okay. The first function is
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Kennedy, will be addressed to the procurement tax. Okay. Under the procurement tax, what's a tender? Tender, spelled T-E-N. Tender, spelled T-E-N-D-E-R. Tender. Which parts? Okay. Also, under the procurement act. Okay. Before we move on, what the procurement act about? What is it about?
thank you for your question. The procurement act is about securing assets basically and managing of resources, cash and resources.
The next question, under the procurement act. The procurement entity wants to divide a contract into parts to avoid competitive tendering. Tendering. You don't know the term. The contract is awarded without public notice. You get it? What then are you to do as a local books trader?
Thank you for your question. As local news treasurer, if a contract is awarded without public notice, the best thing to do is to inform the public of the contract being awarded.
Okay. Thank you. Also, still under the procurement act. Can you give me the procurement this? You procure for any goods or services?
Is the last one the first one? The layer
Oh, no. You can start thinking about pouring the dough into the
So I believe the first step is to search for whatever there is to procure. So then search for whatever service and the negotiation will take place. After that, follows whether the procurement is being accepted or the agreement and the award, the contract being awarded.
Are you done?
This is
I like the way you're trying to summarize it. You understand. Thank you.
Do you via the social media platforms? Okay. Now, using the Article 23 of the 1992 Constitution, what elements of natural justice were ignored?
Thank you for your question. So, say a student was suspended for notice and finds out someone has been suspended. I believe every student has the right to fair trial. So that element has been ignored. Right to defend himself.
Can you come in?
I was saying that I believe every student has the right to fair trial, the right to defend himself in instances like this, because as you were speaking, you mentioned that the student was alleged. Yes, so I believe the factor of the right to fair trial is mentioned.
Okay. Okay. Now, another question. Let's assume that a constitutional crisis occurs. Now, the National Secretariat directs a local news branch to collect an emergency constitutional levy. Is that you with me? Now, the SRC executive or the SRC president direct that no additional levy should be imposed on students. And then the university management also warns that any unauthorized collection will breach university financial regulations. Now, as the treasurer, okay, how should the local news comply with its obligation while avoiding unconstitutional or unlawful conduct in such situation?
Thank you once again, Justice, for your question. So, in such a situation, I believe it is best that as local news treasurer, I hold a conference or a meeting with the leaders of both the SRC and the Executive Council to discuss with them about the emergency that happened to fall.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I will take a look at the UMaT statute. Yeah. Do you know what misconduct is?
Yes, please.
Misconduct. Can you define financial misconduct?
Financial misconduct is not abiding by the rules that has to do with handling money or finance.
Okay, open with this scenario question. Imagine you were a local news trader. During a welfare program, you authorize cash payments without depositing dues into the official account, claiming it is faster or it was faster. Later, part of the money goes missing. All executives accuse you for misconduct, while you argue it was a theft. As a treasurer aspirant, explain how you resolve this case, balancing accountability, transparency, and statutory compliance. Should I go ahead again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Imagine you were a local news trader. During the welfare program, you authorized cash payments without depositing dues into the official account, claiming it was faster. Later, part of the money goes missing. All executives accuse you of misconduct, while you argue it was theft. As treasurer aspirant, explain how you resolve this case, balancing accountability, transparency, and statutory compliance.
Thank you for your question. So, as a treasurer aspirant, in such a situation, the best thing to do would be I will be held accountable for every money that was taken or not put in the bank account. So the best thing would be during auditing,
say what you mean.
So I was saying that as a federal aspirant in such a situation, I will be held accountable for all the monies that were taken from the amount that were deposited into the bank account. And during audit, when I asked what happened to the money, I will be held accountable. So all the consequences will apply, and then I'll have to provide the money back.
Okay, thank you.
So, Mr. Bamford, can you decide the elected officials, which is the code of conduct? The code of conduct. That's part of the code of conduct. Assuming you are local news treasurer and explain more about your companies and ask you, the first thing ask you that you wish to change it to according to
Thank you for your question.
how would you go about it? That's right.
If the student walks up to me and tells me that he is interested in a different course or wants to change the course, my advice to him would be that he should sit down and actually think about the decision and decide to
Answer a specific question. I said, according to the code of conduct, if a student wishes to change their course, what is the procedure? Do they go to the dean's office? Do they go to the chancellor, vice chancellor's office? Do they go to the IT? What are they supposed to do?
so they talk to the academic team. So they talk to the academic team and then it is moved upwards to the
According to the code of conduct, that's what it says. You go to your account. I'm just asking for clarity.
that's what I believe.
That's for what the document says. When you become a student leader, you understand. And these are common questions for you, please. So I'm asking you, what does the document say? So what does it say? Or you still believe? Can you quickly run me through the responsibilities of a student? Give me at least 6. What responsibilities of a student?
There is one regulation. He or she. The second one is not engaging in meaningless conduct.
I think that's similar to the first one.
It's similar, but it's still
The same thing. If I'm applying out, sorry, I'm expecting a new regulation of the school. So automatically it's not going to be. Give me another one. You have one so far. Should I pass?
another responsibility of the student is that
It's to stay. So we have to move on this one. But before we do that, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Ms. Worship, the marriage chief aspects of UMaT SRC. Thank you so much. Okay, so we will knowledge and general language. What inspired you to aspire for local news?
what inspired you. I would say the local municipality will inspire me to aspire for this position.
is the local news treasurer?
The local news treasurer is the me, the buildings, the chief, and who I know. And I took up the local news. I took up the local news when people so how misunderstood it is in one.
Why the local news treasurer? Why the local news president did not stay during to the local news?
Yes, because I was saying the local news treasurer is a step up, it's a building point from where I actually experience how it is to manage. And like I experienced, I get a good experience in what happens in the local news to build up the whole
So the local news treasurer office would be like an experimentation.
Not necessarily. There's 100% commitment.
You said it's a builder, so that means you are preparing for something like that.
Yes.
So that office will, it's like an experimentation. What else is open for? Your experience.
And then a few stories.
Such as
They gave us the numbers.
I mean, if you mention standards, which standards? So, who are these standards? Acknowledge the presence of.
Okay. Kennedy, can you join us?
Yeah. What do you want? Closer.
Come.
Whatever, Charlie.
So you write it on the board, right? My first question. Give me the formula for compound interest rate and also interest rate. Simple interest. So compound and simple. You can write it on the board.
He's writing in the fourth
You
day.
have less than one. Just the formula.
Basic leg is that will go. That's 4.
Don't leave it, just the formula. So we move on to the compound interest rate. Please remember. So one last question. So I really so that the audience can be like you have less than 2 minutes. So an organization or an association receives an amount of 5,000 in revenue and spends about 350,000. However, 100,000 of the revenue is restricted. What is the association's actual unrestricted surplus? So you can take it after. Calculate. Calculate is less than 2 minutes, please.
Jacoba.
Yes, you have less than 30 seconds to finish. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so the answer is wrong. The answer is 50,000. 50,000. Thank you very much. You may take your seat.
Okay, Mr. Kennedy, still on general knowledge and field knowledge. Can you kindly give me the meaning of cash inflow and cash outflow, giving examples to each?
Thank you for your question. The meaning of cash inflow and cash outflow.
Yes.
Cash inflow is the income, the flow of income into an account, and then cash outflow is like an expenditure outside the account.
Can I accept the cash inflow or the cash outflow, please? Come again on it.
The cash outflow is an expenditure, money leaving the account.
Money leaving the account. Thank you. Mr. Kennedy.
Miscellaneous is anything that happens randomly. Control expenditure or any sort of
In the documents,
Where's the
documents, what revenues, or how does the document gain?
Yeah, this one be my code.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
your
that
question.
one is my
Local
code, so you
meeting
can take down.
donation by other
If you
organizations.
do say if you need to, let's see,
Local meeting
let's see. Yes, I put it.
donations, grants.
Okay,
Let's go. I don't trust you.
You
don't trust
basically, in your fees, there's no such portion of
I'll
it.
drive the car in front of
So that you,
That's not catch you.
your fees, okay, your family fees, what the amount situated in your fees, for those families.
is direct check. I'll do more research into it.
Treasurer. Okay. You know, so don't be able to get anything from me.
Mr. Bafo,
Yes, sir.
please, how are you feeling?
Very fine.
Alright, thank you. Have you heard of budgetary control before?
Yes, please, I'm on top of my career.
Okay, so explain the importance of budgetary control in student financial management.
Thank you for your question. So, in student financial management, budgetary control is to prevent unnecessary spending and to prevent budgeting for something that's not needed. So, measures are put in place to prevent unnecessary spending.
Thank you. Mr. Bafo. Okay, so which organ of the university has the legal authority to exercise control and disposition over all the property, funds, and investment of the university?
Please come again.
Okay, which organ of the university
has the legal authority to exercise control and disposition over all the property, funds, and investment of the university?
The legislative authority.
No. Do you mind if I give you the answer? Or you're okay? Okay. Have you heard of the University Council before?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mr. Kennedy,
Yes, sir.
like you said, there's a portion of your fees to take to local news or the news. Okay, so in case you are elected as a local news treasurer, how are you going to access these funds?
Well noted. I will give them details to these bank accounts for the family.
Which means you have no idea of accessing funds from the school university for local news. Did you do any research about it?
My research is good as well.
How to get your own money? Okay. I know you have to grow wallet.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mr. Danfo Kennedy, yes, I have just two questions for you. Okay. What is meant by miscellaneous? Miscellaneous. In budgetary terms, what is meant by miscellaneous?
In budgetary terms, I believe miscellaneous means any cost that is like unaccounted for, any surprise cost, something that wasn't expected or wasn't budgeted for what happened.
So in standard business knowledge, what percentage of the budget is allocated to miscellaneous?
In standard business research, in standard business standard,
Standard business knowledge,
standard
what
business,
percentage of the budget is allocated to miscellaneous?
less than 5%.
Less than 5%. What is meant by return on investment? Return on investment. What is meant by that?
So the return on investment is the profit you make when you after investment, the profit you make.
Payback period.
You just don't want. I don't have an idea.
Very good. Thank you.
Mr. Kennedy, okay, you were saying the local news has their own bank accounts. So this account, who are the signatories to it?
The signatories to the local news account would be the president, the local news secretary, the local news general secretary, the local news treasurer, and any other institution.
The local economy.
The local news president, the local news general secretary, the local news treasurer, and any other signatory.
You mean to say the secretary also is a signatory to your account?
No, please.
That's what you listed. You gave me the president, the local news secretary, and
The local news treasurer.
local signatories. And I'm asking, does the local looks secretary, like, is she supposed to be a signatory to this account?
Signatories, after the president and the treasurer requires 2 others. So if in case such a situation, the general secretary or the local secretary is present, he or she can be a signatory.
Okay, you meant to say, if you come to the SRC level, the general secretary also is a signatory to the SRC account.
In the absence of the treasurer or the president.
No, please. The general secretary is not a signatory to any account. Besides, who is a signatory to an account?
A signatory is someone who can sign for an amount of money to leave or to enter into an account.
Is someone
who can append a signature to the document for an amount of money to leave or enter into an account.
You've explained it in your concept. Thank you very much. Do you believe that the we will be able to purchase something outside the country that will be of help of the local news?
Yes, I want to clarify.
Okay, if there need be for the local news to purchase an item, okay, which will be transported by sea to you in Ghana here, alright? Okay, do you by chance know anything called Incoterms? Okay, so when you have your leisure time, kindly walk through what an Incoterm is, what it is, what it does, okay? Because I believe that you be in the position where you're going to need it, should it be, okay? So Incoterms, kindly write it down so that you don't forget, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much.
My name is Tinyo.
Okay. Kennedy. Kennedy.
Yes, sir.
What is amortization?
Come again.
What is loan amortization? What is public financing?
Public financing. Public financing is managing resources publicly.
What?
It's managing resources publicly.
Managing resources publicly. What is private financing?
Or public financing could mean managing the resources of the public account. Or private financing means managing the resources of the private account.
Give me 2 financial instruments. What is a bond? What is? You don't know?
No, with the bond, can you be specific on?
What is a bond? In financial terms, what is a bond? What is a share?
So a share is, from what I know or from my knowledge, a share is a percentage of a company that is sold to other people to invest in.
What is stocks?
Stocks is a digital currency that are also invested in.
What is equity?
Let's move on.
What is monetary?
Monetary.
Yes.
Monetary is an avenue for income.
What is fiscal? What is the difference between monetary and fiscal?
Is that the more fiscal?
Thank you.
Mr. Barfour, sorry, many journals are playing for the policy and innovation document presentation.
Please, may I begin?
Please, you have 7 minutes. Your time starts now.
Hello. The panel, the entire students, UMaT body. Good evening once again. I am in the person of Kennedy Buffer, an aspirant for the local treasurer. And in 7 minutes, I will take you through my policies and innovation. My first policy is financial transparency and accountability. I believe that every student deserves to know where exactly the money is going into. That is where my policy comes in. So the entire concept was driven from the fact that a lot of students, I can testify myself, when I was in first year, I didn't really know what exactly the money that was allocated for the local treasurer was doing. So with this, I drafted a policy. My second policy is student-based budgeting. I have realized that there are in the budgets that a lot of treasurers draw for UMaT students. They are not really covered. They are not really covering the essential needs of the student. So the student first budgeting is putting you before me when the time comes for drafting a budget. That means prioritizing all your needs above any other needs of the people. So with my second policy, every financial decision should reflect the needs and priorities of the student, as I already said. And then I would advocate for budgeting practices that prioritize initiatives which directly impact student welfare, academic development, and leadership development. My third policy and my flagship policy is a student discount initiative. So, the student discount initiative, the concept behind it is that the team sorts out or looks out for any avenue that students' funds go into, and then we negotiate on the behalf of students. Now, what this does is to reduce financial burden on students. So, as part of this initiative, I have already begun the discussion that has resulted in a student discount opportunity for the driving school. This evening, I am pleased to announce that this policy is up and is running. It was up and running due to the success of the student drive initiative. This serves as a practical demonstration of the partnership I intend to pursue and expand. Now, someone may ask, what are the areas or what sections will I be focusing on? What avenues should I be focusing on? So I'll be focusing on driving schools, educational service, printing and stationery service, and technology and digital services. So let's move on to my innovation. So I have just one innovation, but I believe this one innovation is crafted and is well thought of with the students in mind. Now, the innovation is the Student Benefit and Partnership Program. The innovation is based on my third policy, that is the Student Discount Initiative. So, after we've been able to negotiate with other businesses, pleading or coming to an agreement for a discount on behalf of students, we bring all these organizations under one umbrella. That is the partnership program. I propose the establishment of a structured partnership program dedicated to identifying and securing opportunities that provide direct benefit to the school. This program will focus on identifying potential business partners, negotiating friendly, student-friendly rates, publicizing available opportunities, and monitoring the effectiveness of partnership. The goal is to ensure that student leadership goes beyond managing funds and actively creating opportunities that improve student experience. In conclusion, to conclude my presentation, my commitment as an aspiring local treasurer is rooted in transparency, accountability, responsible financial management, and practical solutions that benefit students. Thank you for your consideration.
But the thing is, did you see more TikTok on medium?
Okay, Kenny. So, with your second policy, we have the students first budgeting.
Yes, please.
Like, first of all, I want you to explain to me what is budgeting.
So, budgeting in layman terms is considering the needs of the people and drawing a specific amount that will cover such needs of the people.
What is a budget? What's the difference between a budget and budgeting?
Budget is what is drawn. But the budget is the action.
The budgeting is the action.
Yes.
And the budget is
the end product of budgeting.
The end product of budgeting. Okay. We also have the student discount initiative. Do you know how to calculate for discount?
Pardon?
Do you know how to calculate for discount?
You want me to calculate for discount?
Yes.
Yes, please.
So if I give you money, I can calculate.
Yes, please.
Are you sure?
It's a matter of percentages.
It's a matter of percentages. Yes. Interest rate was also a matter of just percentages, but you had it wrong. Are you sure you can calculate discount if I'm to give you the question now? Are you sure? You calculate. What is discount?
A discount is a reduction of an original price for an intended use.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Kenny, under your single innovation here, you say you're going sorry, let me read aside before. I propose the establishment of a structured partnership program dedicated to identifying and securing opportunities that provide direct benefits to students. Okay. And you said this program will focus on the first point, identifying potential business partners. This initiative, do you have any potential business partners that you look forward to bring on board here?
Yes, I've already secured one business partner as we speak.
Who is he or which organization is this?
So it is the Total Park Driving School.
The
Total Park Driving School, one of the best driving schools in Africa.
Okay, like you said, it's a one driving school.
Yes, please.
This initiative is what I propose to establish a structured partnership program dedicated to identifying and securing opportunities and provide what direct benefits to students. To direct benefits. Okay, so you catch it very soon. Thank you. Mr. Bafu,
Yes, please.
Yeah, how is it going? Are you enjoying the moment?
Yes, so for
Okay, you made mention of the driving school being one of the best driving schools.
yes, please.
Could you please repeat the name of the driving school?
Tomopok Driving School.
Okay, so how do you know it is one of the best driving schools?
With the little survey and research of them.
With the little...
Survey and research, we're asking people.
Okay. Did you make your inquiries within the DVLA enclave?
No, please.
Okay. So then, per the little information you have, do you believe that it's okay to conclude that it is one of the best driving schools? Yes, well, I'm asking you, or I am asking you that question because personally, I've been privileged to have some few months with the DVLA, okay? So I would ask that, you see, initiatives like this, that is very critical. You involve students, all right? So then, if you want to make decisions like this, it is very important or official to approach the DVLA, and then based on their system, they can recommend that, okay, this driving school or that driving school is very good, and then for that matter, they comply with all the rules and regulations, okay? So that is it. Could you get closer to the laptop and take me to page 3 of your PPT? Okay, is this the third slide?
Yes, please.
So how do you convince this gentleman that this is the third slide? What shows this is the third slide?
Thank you for your question. So if we begin, this is the front page. So this doesn't count. The first slide, the second, and the third.
Okay. So with your, do you have lecture materials? You have lecture materials. Yes, and you've been able, or sometimes you're able to identify that, oh, go to page, the lecturer can tell you, go to page 73, the assignment is there, blah, blah, blah. Why didn't you include a slide number? Alright, so please, next time you do that. Thank you very much.
Mr. Baffa,
Yes, sir.
differentiate between the policy and innovation.
Thank you for your question. The policy is a method of action. It's a method of action chosen from alternatives. But an innovation is something new, the introduction of something new. Could be an idea or a method.
Okay, so under your policy 3, the 10 policy, student discount initiative. Talking about the areas of focus, driving schools. Don't you think that policy should one of the innovations?
Thank you so much for your sharp observation. So with that particular policy, it is a policy and an innovation because it is the introduction of something new. And it is also a method of action I plan to take to achieve the goal.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Kennedy, you made mention of student discount initiative. How much of a discount are we talking about?
Please, so thank you so much for your question, Justin. It depends on how the negotiation with the
What's your target? What's your target?
like I was saying, it depends on the negotiation.
What's your target that you are taking to the table?
Normally, I take 40% at most.
40% discount.
Yes, please.
Are you asking the driving school to give you that discount, or are you, as a local lecturer, going to make provision to cover that 40% for the students, so they don't have to pay 100% of the driving school tuition fees?
That's a very good question. So, yes, I am pleading on behalf of.
And you expect a driving school to slash a whopping 40% off their fees?
Yes, please, but some things happen. So, like I was saying, it's negotiating. So I go with
Okay, so now I'm here as a representative of the driving school. I want you to convince me to slash 50% of what is going to be your establishment. What are you going to use to bill me to slash the 40% off?
The influx of new learners. For example, if it's a driving school I went to and I'm asking for a discount.
Yes, you are at the driving school now. We are speaking to you.
Yes, please. I would encourage my submission would be that slashing 40% off the fees. It's going to help a lot of students to partake in your driving school offers as compared to others in the market.
But then 40% of there's a lot of students coming in to come and study from my driving school. I mean, that is to their advantage. You understand? I'm looking at the monetary aspect. The fact that a lot of students are coming in doesn't mean I should slash my fees by 40%. So I'll give you another chance to come up with a better argument.
Just as I stand on the point that it is a negotiation. So I suggest it's not that I am entirely asking for them to slash 40% right away. It is something I expect, but realistically, it cannot happen because 40% is going to be.
Let's speak realistically, because that's what we are doing now. I understand.
Yes. So what I was able to do was to acquire 20%.
Before you be able to acquire 20%?
Yes, with the student discount initiative under the student drive initiative. That is the driving school initiative I have right now.
Okay.
So it is a 20%.
What's the original price?
So the original price was 2,500.
2,500. And then it's like the ones.
2,000. And that is for people who are interested in studying for 3 months.
People are interested. Which driving school is that?
Tomo Park driving school.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Kennedy,
Yes, please.
under your innovations, what we pray for this. Okay, is it your functions or your rules to organize programs?
Please, thank you so much for the question. So as treasurer, it is not my function to only on my own organize a program. So I'll work together with the president and then our executive.
Okay, thank you. But next time, in case you're giving the platform, any initiative you want to bring on board, it should go in line with your functions and rules or the portfolio you are aspiring for. I guess thank you very much.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Kennedy. Before I start the comment, I wish you all the best. Good evening. You can pick up the mic. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir.
What are you sleeping? What are you sleeping? Kind of. That's why for making it that long. Please, you have your seat. You have your seat.
Thank you.
Please, can you introduce yourself?
Okay.
I'm in the person of Owusu Benjamin, a second year geological engineering student. Yes, I'm aspiring for mechanics treasure.
Mechanics treasure.
Yes,
Okay. I hope you're comfortable. If you are not, you can take some water. If you are not, then you relax. So I'm going to read out your professional summary, but I can. You don't have the professional summary. Let me see. You don't have.